I'm Manuel Hernandez and welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central, hope you're well. I could quite happily talk 10, 15, 20 minutes about the Tottenham game. Not too sure I want to talk too long about this game. It finishes Sheffield United 1, Norwich City 0, Billy Sharp's goal in the 36th minute, enough to separate the two teams. And Sheffield United got promoted with us. Sheffield United finishing second, Norwich winning the league, of course, and Sheffield United won both games against us this season, a 2-1 victory at Carrow Road and a 1-0 victory today. Both games relatively fine margins, although Sheffield United actually looked really comfortable today. Norwich City had some really good chances at the end, but Sheffield United controlled the game. They looked organised, they looked disciplined, when Norwich, we didn't even do too bad today, but at this point in the season where you've got to get wins, we didn't do that, and really disappointed with that one. 9 games to go now in the Premier League, and Norwich City need at least 5 wins in order to get promoted. And as I said, despite Norwich City not particularly playing too well today, they could have even snatched a point. But as I say, Sheffield United were deserved winners. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I have a lot of respect for Sheffield United and Chris Wilder. Actually, there's always a bit of tension between Sheffield United and Norwich, and Chris Wilder's a fantastic manager. I love how Sheffield United play. They're three centre backs coming forward, and they deserved obviously the win. And in the first half there was excellent, but Norwich City in the 12th minute probably had the best chance of the game with Pukki from a few yards out. The ball is quite a hard shot, admittedly, but really you'd expect a strike of his quality to score from that close out, and unfortunately his shot hits the post. And then Norwich City defend reasonably well. Grant Hanley was a rock at the back. Ben Godfrey, defending a lot of corners, a lot of crosses. But then a fantastic ball in from John Lundstrom in the 36th minute, and Billy Sharp. Suddenly all that amazing defensive work was down the drain, really, because Billy Sharp was totally free, and a nice simple header, and Billy Sharp giving it to big Norwich City fans. And then in the second half, as I say, Sheffield United looked reasonably comfortable. Norwich didn't play bad, but I don't think we actually had a lot going forward. Dermich came on in the second half, didn't really offer too much. And that's the thing with Norwich, they're very predictable. They play a very, there's one style, and Sheffield United, I think, had gears to go up today, and they didn't really need to do that. But we kept huffing and puffing, and that's kind of been the story of our season, huffing and puffing. It's been interesting to look at the statistics when you look at Norwich City having going behind in 16 games this season, and how many points have they got from losing positions? 0. Which I think says a lot. I'm not sure it says a lot about the resilience, because, last season Norwich were very resilient, but I think it says a lot about the quality, and simply the players over a 38-game season aren't good enough. Yes, we've had great cup success, and the Tottenham game is one of my favourites of all time. I love the away day, and yes, Norwich City can put an upset here and there, but consistently over a 38-game season we're just not quite good enough. And I don't blame Farke. I think Farke's had very little money to play with, to be fair, and probably the 2 reasons why Norwich City looks set to go down is the injuries at the first half of the season, but just a lack of investment. You look at Sheffield United, a lot of championship players, but they've improved in a few areas with some real quality, and that's why they're probably leaps and bounds ahead of Norwich, really. But Norwich City almost managed to snatch probably an undeserved point, you could argue. Really close. Norwich City could have actually scored from a corner. I think it was a collection of Ben Godfrey and Grant Hanley. And then Dean Henderson claws the ball off the line. Then from the rebound, Josh Dermich a few yards out. Surely he's going to score. No, Dean Henderson manages to pull off an amazing save. Jamal Lewis forcing another good save out of Dean Henderson, but ultimately Norwich City weren't particularly good enough and are probably heading down. Really disappointing day for Norwich, and Sheffield United have got a great chance of heading to Europe. So that's my thoughts, really. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. It's not all over yet for Norwich. 6 winnable games coming up, but Norwich City have had winnable games all season and haven't been able to take any points. You look at the teams who have come up with us, Aston Villa and Sheffield United, not managed to get any points from any of those games, and really disappointing day for Norwich. Let's hope we kind of really take the FA Cup seriously and manage to make history and give our fans something to celebrate, because it's been a pretty dire season for Norwich City. Yes, thanks for watching. Subscribe to Norwich City Central if you're new, and I'll see you later.